Hi, I'm Kathy. Welcome to my channel, What Kathy Thinks. If you like this video, I hope you'll hit the like button. If you don't like it, go ahead and hit the dislike button. It won't hurt my feelings, but it'll give me some perspective. If you want to subscribe to my channel, hit the subscribe button. It's somewhere down there or there, and you'll see more of my videos. A few weeks ago, I posted a video called Comfort Quotes for 2020, and people seemed to like it. So I'm going to do it again. This video is called Soothing Civilities for September. A civility, let me see, I have a note, is a formal politeness and courtesy in speech. Kind of like please or thank you. I have a theory that part of what's going on today, all this civil unrest and bipartisanship and just infighting and struggles between our, just tension in society. I think part of it is just due to the fact that we aren't nice to each other anymore. So I was hoping that we would could put together a small collection of civilities for the month. And my first quote comes from Brandy Miller. Again, like I did before, I had to print out these quotes because I didn't think I'd remember them. The first quote I have is from Brandy Miller, and it says, "True humility isn't manufactured. It doesn't come from denying that you have gifts, talents, and skills, but from acknowledging the ultimate source of those things." It's kind of a long quote. True humility isn't manufactured. It doesn't come from denying that you have the gifts, talents, and skills, but from acknowledging the ultimate source of those things. Okay, the quote is polite. It is civil. It is, I'm not sure it's soothing. I'm not even quite sure that I get it. So true humility comes from acknowledging the source of what you have. So this sounds right off the rip like this is about God and that God is the source of what we have. Now, if a person isn't religious, that's just gonna rub them the wrong way. So I thought, is there a way to look at this quote so that it could be not about God? And I thought, yes. I have a gift. I'm an extremely fast reader. My mother taught me how to read before I could write. So my mother would be the source of that gift. So instead of me saying, "Oh, I'm a really fast reader, woo, 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 me," I could instead be humble and say, "My mother taught me how to read at a young age." And that allows me to understand Brandy's quote. It's polite and it's courteous, but is it soothing? I guess it does, because it lets me contemplate my mom. In thinking about this quote, I got to spend a few minutes thinking about my mom and forgetting about 2020 and forgetting about the election and forgetting about the virus. And that was really nice. So yes, it was a complicated quote, but it was a soothing civility. That's pretty cool. The next quote, I think, is plagiarized because the quote is, "But 2020." And my friend David Diaz is trying to say that it's his quote. It's not. He stole it from me. It's plagiarized. But I think I stole it from someone else. In fact, I think we're all saying it. Like, I know I said I would come and visit you in Kansas in October, but 2020. But 2020. But 2020. I guess unless you're yelling it, it's polite. As an excuse, as an explanation, it's courteous. What else can you say? But 2020. But 2020 is definitely a soothing civility for September. When somebody asks you something, "Why didn't you? Where were you? Did you hear?" But 2020. It's definitely, I think it's going to have to be considered a soothing civility for September. Absence makes the heart grow fonder and distance makes the COVID wander. What kind of crap is that? My best friend came up with that. Is it polite and courteous? I'm not sure. I kind of think it's a little deranged sounding, maybe. I don't know. It kind of implies that if you stay alone and stay to yourself, you'll be healthy and your relationships will be good. I would be insane. You know, I live with close friends and we kind of all, distribute household chores and responsibilities, and I could never abide by that. I would be like a wreck. So it sounds good, but it wouldn't soothe me. So, no. I mean, it sounds good. Nah. God works all things for the good of those who love him and are called according to your purpose. Romans 8:28. All right, I need some help with this one, guys. Bring it on. Help. Okay, I had to think about this a lot. I'm still thinking about this a lot. I'm thinking about the shell beans that I have in the mudroom. I'm thinking about the tomatoes in the kitchen. I'm thinking about the squash. I've got yellow squash, zucchini squash, butternut squash, buttercup squash, acorn squash. You would not believe. I have been called to my purpose, and I feel like Laura Ingalls Wilder. And let me check that plan again, that quote again. God works all things for the good of those who love him. I'm not going to starve. So, and I do love God because he made all those things come up out of the ground that I can eat. So I'm not going to starve no matter what 2020 brings. It's a very polite quote and it's very courteous because it sounds like everything's going to be okay. I'm soothed. I'm confused, but I'm soothed. The next quote is, if you wake up 6 feet under, you piss somebody off. And that's also from my best friend who was interrupting me when I was trying to type. It doesn't sound polite. It doesn't sound civil. And it doesn't soothe me at all. At all. She's like, no, it doesn't soothe me. I live in the woods. I could end up in a swamp. No, not soothing. Live never to be ashamed if anything you say or do is published around the world, even if what is said is not true. Richard Bach from Illusions. That's one of my favorite quotes ever. It so fits what we're looking for here. I guess it's a civility. It's beyond a civility. I find it to be one of the most exhilarating lines I've ever read in my life. And I remember I was so young. I was just a girl, really, when I read Illusions, The Adventures of a Reluctant Messiah by Richard Bach, and found that sentence. It's basically a lesson in integrity. And it's so freeing that it can't help but be soothing. So one more time, live never to be ashamed if anything you say or do is published around the world, even if what is said is not true. Yay! Yay, I like that one. Yay! Like wiggling my toes and everything. Okay, we're almost done here. I've got 3 more quotes. We can get through these real quick. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Abraham Lincoln. That's polite. That's courteous. Is it a soothing civility? In a way. It's relentlessly logical. And this is September of 2020. Fall is coming. Winter is coming. It promises to be a less than boring end of the year. Prepare. Like I'm doing with the shell beans and the squash. Build a fire. Draw your family close. Read. Appreciate your loved ones. And prepare just to love your family. Because sometimes that's all you can prepare to do. And that's okay. I have to say that I find that quote very, very soothing. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Way to go, Abe. All right, moving on. In politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way. Franklin Delano Roosevelt said that, and it's relentlessly logical. It's terrifying. It's polite. It's courteous. It's civil. It doesn't soothe. It doesn't soothe at all. It's horrifying. I can't take that quote. We can't end on this note at all. All right. A warm smile is the universal language of kindness. William Arthur Ward said that. A warm smile is the universal language of kindness. And that quote, we can get through 2020 on that quote, regardless of what FDR had to say. And I really wish he hadn't said that, because it's like so disillusioning, demoralizing. A warm smile is the universal language of kindness. I'm going to have to end it on that one, folks. I don't think I can do better than that with soothing civilities for September. I didn't want to keep looking after I found that quote. I just felt like that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day. Make good choices. Tell everyone you love that you love them. It's always an important thing to do every time you see the people you love. Again, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. If you want to see more quote videos, go ahead and put them down in the comments below, and I'll include them in the next video. Even if I don't like them, if I don't like them, I'll say why I don't like them, and maybe we can all get a laugh out of it, or we can all see why you might like them. Again, have good choices. Make good choices. Have a good day. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.